A big number arrested in this so don't take you. Simply way you born meet here and Madame the shop. Now remaining meet here. Now you become the Gary for the number. Now you boy. Then the boy do come. The place now which place? That captain, that report captain now which can I? A room than this. Pin room there. I think my bed is. See. I them for Seattle cook the cookie for here. Cook come. Cookie. You come out now so jump. Run. See. Don't look ça là, je veux mettre le truc là-dedans.
Attends, tu as enlevé ça.
Non, il y avait un truc ici.
Il y avait le drapeau en bas.
On a brûlé. Laisse le sac là, je veux changer et mettre le truc partout.
Tu vas mettre le truc là sur ça.
So, see, the house. See the day like Robbie, eh? See the day like Robbie. Then it was zinc for obvious so. Climb on top zinc, jump. Fall down. Good man. Wound them with the day skin. Cookie, fire inside here. He come out run. Burn his bed. See. All this. What is this? We don't cover the whole super toilet. Walk out zinc. Run. You have to run, you must find it. See. Après, oui, jump run, hein.
Ici, la même maison choisie, c'est vraiment comme ça. La maison en étage là. L'église est où? Ok, on va voir derrière l'église. C'est l'église, c'est la maison qui est derrière l'église. C'est là où nous sommes là. Là où
we jump so. Oh, bon, so jump off down. What's that? No, we jump.
C'est ici que le type l'a fui.
Now, for you, we climb, we blood them for his skin.
Il est blessé, franchement.
Jump so, climb so.
là, c'est ici qu'il a
We jump now.
Il est blessé, franchement.
We will take care of them. Our forces will take care of them. As you all know, yesterday, the Ambazonia Defense Forces, following the established Ambazonian Code of Law and Code of Justice, carried out summary execution publicly of 2 Cameroon spies recruited by the B commander in Ambo, following our code of conduct, our code of law and code of justice. They were executed. They were executed.
As Nafi read them on the screen, the United Nations Human Rights Chief, when they Commissioner for Human Rights for United Nations, himself the biggest boss where he be based for Geneva for Europe, a day inside Cameroon on a 2-day visit, actually 3 days, on the 5th, 6th, and today the 7th of August 2024. So we will get a session with you at Blacklex. When I see the pictures there on the screen, and I will show you the videos, we'll show you more information, and then explain for now what way it happened. So the man named Volker Turk. So when I see a picture down on the screen, and the other pictures them that were engagements with the team inside Yaoundé yesterday, the 6th of August 2024. So I want to make una pay una attention to the information where I could display on the screen right now. This one it be now the actual website for the United Nations Human Rights, the Office of the High Commissioner. Okay, now their website that, and they post this article now on the 2nd of August 2024. Now if see them as a highlight them on the screen for now, which is just 5 days ago. The headlines, it talks to the United Nations Human Rights Chief to conduct official visits to Cameroon from the 5th to the 7th of August 2024. So make us zoom in the article so that may be big enough for now for feel read them on the screen, or we will feel read them. Okay. So the article go on for talk say Geneva, UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, will conduct an official mission to Cameroon from the 5th to the 7th of August. During his visit, he get a scheduled meeting for government officials, them including President Paul Biya himself and Prime Minister Joseph John Gute, as well as members of a wide range of political parties, officials of Cameroon Human Rights Commission, representatives of civil society organizations, and members of the diplomatic corps and the United Nations entities them for Yaoundé. So the Human Rights Council chief, or the Human Rights chief, will also inaugurate a new premises for the Central African Regional Office in the capital of Yaoundé. The office covers Burundi, Cameroon, Central African Republic, Chad, Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, Rwanda, Sao Tome and Principe. So now the countries in that way, this office for human rights where the United Nations they open them inside Cameroon, it will cover all of these countries them. And they choose for can open this office inside Cameroon because of the security, the location of Cameroon be central to all of these areas, and Cameroon it been one of the most advanced of all of these countries where they don't name them, where you get access to good travel and all of those things. And capital Yaoundé it be very safe and secure. Now why that way they decide for hold this meeting now for Yaoundé. Now make I take that one off the screen because now the information that way I'd want for present and so now about that visit. Now their official website that way it present that information. Now if I look on our screen, I will show now subsequent information for just add meat to the bones. So this one meeting maybe happened at the last time this way the United Nations Human Rights Commissioner it be visit Cameroon now for May 2019. At that time, the United Nations Human Rights Chief it been Michelle Bachelet, where it been the former president of Chile. So now only the 2 times in this way this Human Rights Commission they don't visit Cameroon during this time of Ambazonian terrorism inside Cameroon. We also need to understand say the United Nations it understands that there is a humanitarian and human rights abuses situation where they happen inside Cameroon. That is the only classification where they don't classify anything where they happen in the Anglophone zone as far as the United Nations it be concerned. They know say no be war. They understand saying that a humanitarian crisis, a situation where people's rights are being denied, especially the human right to education, the right for picking them for go for school, and all of those things them that's also human rights them. So now the kind of things that I want to get for understand. So why it be important for this guy visit? Now say make we look back to Ambazonia terrorism for 2017, but especially 2018 and 2019 at the peak of Ambazonia terrorism. When I say self, when I go confess, say it is so at the peak of Ambazonia terrorism, we will get this situation where Amba terrorists they will protest all over the world for United States Congress, United States White House, outside the British Parliament, outside the British Prime Minister's residence for 10 Downing Street, outside the German and all the European institutions them and South Africa. These Amba fools they're all over the world. They will protest and they make nuisance and noise. That was 2017-18, maybe parts of 2019. After COVID-19, the whole of 2020 will be in lockdown. By the time where the world emerged out of the COVID-19 coronavirus lockdown by 2021, the reality where we don't see them and say Amba terrorists not get the capability again, even for hold the international protests and rallies where they hold them in previous years, then they don't get the capability. Why? A few things that don't happen. Some of them they think today, so this thing will be a short thing, they get a good case, they go get United Nations, they go get independence. So some of them will back them thinking say it could be something will just happen. No. So they promise them say it could take 2 years. But as they think the delay, they run out of money. A lot of people the way they will support, they don't support anymore. And not to talk about the influence of we the black legs, the way we join the whole thing. We start to sunshine them, we take their pictures, the way they will demonstrate for Australia, for South Africa, for Germany, for UK, for America. We take their pictures, then we broadcast them for social media. We bring about consequences on them. So a lot of people they go underground, they run. They need to still protest, they need to still demonstrate, they need to still want to show their face for media. Because they yes, we bully them and intimidate them and kick them out of social media. Fantastic. They think that the fight war, they never even begin. And also, the whole thing they die down, they don't get the money anymore, their lives don't work anymore. And we don't compromise a lot of the terrorists the way they be there on the ground. Remember, when back in the days, the way we be get Ayuk Tabe lockdown, Naira 10 lockdown, every time where they will take Ayuk Tabe and the Naira 10, they go for court, they will declare lockdown for Bamenda. And I say Bamenda because now Bamenda struggle. Now only Bamenda be in a place where it be the over. Respect this nonsense, it goes down lockdown. Everyone where they declare and Bamenda people they strong for house. Now them sabi. So now the reality that they will declare all these stupid lockdowns them every time we minister, cabinet minister, even not just minister of transport, minister of anything. If the travel go for Anglophones, they go declare lockdown, ghost town. Time where Antonio Guterres will even one day they declare lockdown, ghost town. They say the United Nations General Assembly they can't hold. They declare ghost town, lockdown. Mami water, ghost town, mami water, and all of that noise. But when I see as this Mr. Volker Turk a day inside Cameroon, they published for their website 5 days ago. Say they take this official trip to Cameroon. Not a single Amba terrorist group, not even say they even announce or even attempt for intimidate or attempt for announce a lockdown or ghost town. They don't tire. We don't defeat them. Even their ability for give empty threats, it don't reduce to this level. Prime Minister, His Excellency Chief Dr. Dion Gute, it take official visits to the Northwest and the Southwest region, but they didn't even care, they didn't even declare lockdown, they didn't even attempt for sabotage. I mean, say even the fake attempt where you just post on it for Facebook, knowing fully well say nothing will happen. They don't even have the capability anymore. And remember, say some of their biggest propagandists where they be run around for social media, they declare say they so they go gary this, gary that, they go compromise this, declare lockdowns and all of those things. Them they Eric Tato them, they Tapang Ivo them, they Mark Barretta them. We don't kick them out of social media, so they don't even get the voice. Even if they be want to declare it, even if they be want to do it, they don't even have the space on social media anymore to be able to do that. Secondly, even if they go declare them now, say they don't declare lockdown, who could try for implement them for them on the ground? Because we don't compromise a lot of the shit, no white last them for the way, it just become laughable. Now, when I pay attention to una screens, now make I show something for una. Oh, because I need to ever talk me with empty mop. When I look on a screen, I don't just a sample, a very small sample of the biggest noise makers, some of the biggest noise makers, the way they be there on social media, where they propagate this nonsense, where they be run around, shoot gun for air, for Moya, for inside the BLM, for inside Mancon, then run, enter inside bush. Now them this. Transporter, for instance, now if they disturb Munya for Fakode, 10 Kobo for Dian, Meme, I bomba for Teke, Chacha for Bui, Ayeke for Libya Lem, Efang, maybe the cross enter inside Manu, and some one time the cross enter inside Libya Lem, but it be based inside Momo. You will know Oliver territory export very well for Libya Lem, even call itself the king. Okay? When I get no pity for Buyan Goketunja, when I get Arke for Boyo, you get Bitakola as well for Southwest there, and Mad Dog for Mancon. Now just a few the shit, no white blast, we don't wipe them. Now the kind of noise makers in this way, they run around, they declare lockdowns, they make them amber things that they day, but where them day to day? We don't silence all of these kind of noise makers. And so now one of the reasons that way, they fear for 2024 for even attempt for declare lockdown, because they don't even get the capability on social media for declare them, let alone the capability on the ground for enforce them. So that's the reality. When I see the analysis, how they bring up with it's sweet, no be so. It is stew, no be so much contribute them. It is stew very well. my country people there.
But this is the reality. People listen to the devil himself, my country people of La Republic, more than they listen to some Amazonian activists. This is the reality.
Well, we had no photographer. The video that Telma made has no sound at all. But the big sister Kelly presented her own. She said that she was a victim and an orphan. Their mom had been killed brutally, and they have other needs, and they've been suffering, really suffering. And even the emotional trauma is too much. They need counseling, they need this, and even till today, she is still very traumatized emotionally. And that justice has not been gotten for their mother. The case is still in court. So they should do something to obtain justice for the killers of her mother, who was a wardress. I presented the association of victims and said that we want justice for victims. We want just punishment for wrongdoing. People have committed crimes. Until some people no longer have their body parts, they have deprived the people of the right to life and education. That even the right to health and other things are the rights of the human being as enshrined in the convention. So we want justice for the victims. There are victims who are already dead. There are victims whose body parts have been cut off by Amazonian terrorists, and that all of that they're using force to stop education. So there should be justice fast, justice that is not delayed, because even the cases that have been taken to courts here, like in the Ayafo case, they have not been tried. So I want that the government should do more in bringing the perpetrators of terrorist acts in the Northwest and Southwest to book. They should do something, and that the UN High Commission too for human rights should do their own part, because actually we are not seeing any results. We are not seeing anything, and the victims are suffering, really suffering. So some people don't even have breast milk. What would they eat before breast milk will flow? And the perpetrators of these acts, the government has stretched its hand of magnanimity to them and offered them a DDR center. The victims feel forgotten. The victims are like, did we do a bad thing to remain patriotic and not pick up arms against our country? And the type of killings are killings that are unheard of. They kill human beings in the most heinous manner. And they have gone beyond mere killing, mere dehumanizing. They are so debased that they have killed people and cooked their flesh and eaten. They have killed people and used them for ritual. So the level of brutality is too much. We're asking on our government to look into the plight of victims, asking on the UN, whatever, to look into the plight of victims, to see that their needs are met, to see that they have justice, to help them in their resilience, like we do sometimes. We do train people in this and this for economic empowerment. That is what we expect from them. There's also a bricole my own. There was so much traffic, I'm just reaching home. Only sharing videos without a sound. The good thing is that in the closing remark, the UN commissioner said it was a good thing that victims had come this time around. He was happy to see the victims and hear their own part of the story and know what they're going through. He was going to instruct the Cameroon government to look into the plight of victims and see to it that they obtain justice and that their needs are met. And he, on his own part, was going to do what he can do, and that their doors were open. Collaboration continues. Igwe, she presented herself as Florence Ayafo, who was brutally murdered. She is the daughter, and that she was still suffering from emotional trauma, and her family was really suffering due to the fact that the case was being postponed, no justice had been rendered, and that her mother was a prison guard. a wardress. That they should help her with the emotional trauma she needs counseling. Actually, they had never watched that video of the killing of their mother, and they have sworn that they will never watch it. Even her small sister who fainted, they have sworn that in their lives they will never watch that video. Igwe, how do we do if you want to broadcast it with that, how did you call them? Instruct. That instruct will be devastating like Chris Annoy devastation. Country people, sorry about the instruct. You know, in Cameroon, we are very used to using big words, instruct and whatever, and every person, even a small chief of service like me, instructs people. I meant to say what he said was that what the UN High Commissioner said was that he would inform the Cameroon government to look into the plight of victims, judicially and otherwise. Not that he would instruct. No. Sorry for that, and thanks for asking me if that was actually what he said and for making that observation. Thank you. Just too tired. It was long and so much traffic before I came back home.
As I wake up today for morning time with calls from Gozang, from our soldiers and our population as a result of an atrocity, a war crime will then be committed for inside Ambazonia by the ADF forces them. They then publicly execute 2 of our innocent civilian them. I want to play the audio for the killings, make una listen. I think most people they don't watch the horrific video. Go. So the video, they don't call population for Gozang. They can't stand the watch 2 people the way they don't put them, they should down for ground. They talk say they could see what it will happen because it looked like they didn't prepare the execution of these 2 individuals already. So they accuse the 2 individuals them, say na informer them. One of them we wear red shirt, it wake hand in denial for the charges and where they give for them. As they talk finish, before they want finish talk finish, they open fire, they execute the 2 innocent civilian them, all of them run. As I wake up for this morning time with this news where they come, with our population that they call, I feel saying a joke. I see for the message, the spokesman of the Egg of Sea, Lucas Asu, he don't put his name for the, say approve him, say this is a job done by the ADF. I still feel saying a joke. I open the ACN, the television for Ayabacho. I also say they don't put them for the officially, saying that it's in that way the ADF, they don't do them. And my instinct now for find out what really happened. I don't call for Gozang. I don't listen for people the way they don't call me. I don't also call our soldiers and for ADF with them for day. They don't explain the things and what happened. A little bit of phone call if we help the Egg of Sea, me then know the truth for which way happen. If those with them be saying that then get the group, they take responsibility for do the right thing. They will know exactly. Say these 2 innocent people them. Now innocent people them. And if soldier them for ground zero, they don't go kill some innocent person or they don't use excessive power. Now the duty, if no be saying a policy or no be thing where the people they on the top, they promote them for caution the soldier them, and even for put them for some way where our population will not say mistake it don't be done. But instead they don't accept them, saying an Egg of Sea they don't do them as they're supposed to accept them, not be say they be supposed to hide them. And I go before I get for day. Now imagine the bad image where those people where they be the lose hope so we go lost. How they go feel now with this image where Ambazonia soldier they execute innocent civilian them in cold blood in front of their own same civilian them. The francophone they go look and begin to they laugh with. Cameroon go use this one now like diplomatic tool weapon for work for international community. All the senators would not work for their head very well for go show and say now the kind people then this one want give back country for them. Now the extremists, this why they talk say the hard line of Ayabacho it bring them. I go explain for una the fact, but I want make Ambazonia they know say before I want join egg of C, I have a show it be authorized so that I mean then cut identity for people the hand. Talk me then be head chief generally without any specificity. I jump enter for this say for save this struggle, make us stand up and fight this hardline extremism. But this negative extremism, it be more dangerous than the good things the way them be for our struggle. Today, when I see what you are be tell now, I don't tell now say some ambassadors for diaspora where they for egg of sea, they go end up for prison. So this is what happened. These two boys, the way they don't kill them, now very two good friend them. As a matter of fact, one of them na person we either even help we when a chief for Pekin for inside Gozang, na chief younger brother. Time why be the struggle for solve the problem between General Efang and Captain Commando. These are one of those people where they be forced palace, me then solve that problem, me then put libation. So these are people where they support Ambazonian struggle strongly. One of them, they even say Mbanga for Ambazonians fighter them for inside Gozang. That this boy we na chief Pekin where they call na Harrison Nyamsi. So what way happen? Now say you get one of this Harrison when a chief Pekin in neighbor na store man for inside Gozang day. In neighbor when a woman where they call Odilia where in massa in him na Tong Tong. He and this boy they done the get panther by panther, they done the fight, serious fighting for Gozang where all neighbor they know him, all man in know the problem where they between these two people them. This woman, he always carry the other man in shop. Say, why you put your thing there for your store for front own store? Why you cash my market? He don't carry the boy thing then throw him several times. The one cash fight with the boy them. Population they see and say, but now wait till they go on. So now a problem where all man know for Gozang. This woman, he don't call La Republique de Cameroon their B. Report them. Say this boy, we name na Mba Nyamsi, this palace Pekin. Say he supply banger for Ambazonian fighter them for Gozang. He don't go report this boy for La Republique. They beat them. They beat and come for the for can arrest this boy them. This for can arrest this boy. One of the boy when I hear the soldier that they call him name say Rene. Now the boy is relative. Now Gozang Pekin. Now person where he drive armored car. So this boy he intervene. He talk for the other Cameroon beat and say this. So this boy is a good person. Me then left the boy. Me go that woman. This one a person a problem woman. As the ran left that boy he go, now he way this woman he done vex. Say that boy the work with La Republique. He done yes say Rene the talk with he say that boy na good boy. He say that boy the work with La Republique. Then he take and say because La Republique they no go help me for do a bad work for arrest this boy. He go report for now for ADF fighter then for Gozang. The ADF fighter then come. Then yes say the boy the talk with Rene. Then catch he without any proof say that communication it be the give information about fighters or any important thing. Then carry these two boys them, they don't put them for ground, they execute them. All this information and this investigation, now simple thing they will do I'm only for my room. If the egg of C they be responsible, they go know all these facts. If this boy them for kill innocent person like this, you must do some investigation. That is what we call arbitrariness. That means say when you arrest somebody, you need for at least keep that person in detention for some time because you don't know what evidence might emerge. Something where you see it be very clear for your eye. If you see some person be guilty, tomorrow if you see that person, you know be guilty. Now why that way extrajudicial killing it be wrong, it be banned na international crime, now war crime for carry summary execution. That means say you just hear some man do something, you don't go catch a man, you kill him. They will get a duty. Responsibility duty say if we catch any man where they accuse that man saying for black leg, I be done lay a principle for within the egg of sea for all their soldier them and for Ambazonian soldier them. Now the thing that way time I come back for Hong Kong, will come out for Canada. I no sleep. I say meeting there for Canada for Toronto organized by CDN for all defense forces them. I run time I must go to go see my brother for defense forces for educate them and for strengthen this principle them. You cannot carry out summary execution. And any leadership will be so extremist like Ayabacho, where their job now for endorse anything for ground zero, even though be saying that thing where they do them. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, say, because them be so desperate for get endorsement for soldier them, any way soldier them come, they just accept them for do them for sure, say them be na yes, now them be strong man, so that they go support them, the fee say they go get their back. But the thing that say when you kill innocent people like this one, their family then see them. population it then be terrorized. It become a security risk for all Ambazonian struggle, because those population they will make sure say mix justice it be served for their brother the way they ran die. It go spoil struggle, because all the good thing we would see on the 1st of October, it go can go near Aram, or for people that are mob with the nobody even swallow, finish, wash their hand for fufu they don't chop them. For diplomatic, now the thing in Israel Republic go use them for destroy. So this is betrayal. This is betrayal. When we now they talk about treason, this is treason. Any organization where you go stand the endorse arbitrary killing of innocent civilians without even presenting to the population the evidence of crime, the confession. At least those are minimum things. Say if they accuse some person, as I did always talk for Asuda them, if na black leg we missing a capital punishment, it means in a capital crime, high treason, then the soldier way arrested, he must account for another camp when no be their camp. For tell them say I don't catch a black leg, these are the evidence. There is a need why you must charge somebody in court. Even when the way they use draconian law where they execute people then by hanging or by beheading for public, there is a need for the prosecutor or the people the way they accuse the person for make that accusation in public and say this person will be accused of so and so and so. These are the crime. We don't find he guilty, so that people they go know say there is a process. It's not extrajudicial. It is not arbitrary. It is not summary. These are things that are given by men which just reflect natural justice. It is not our culture to kill innocent people like this. Today for Gozang, when I go here they require about your name. When I hear how it go spoil the name of our struggle, I don't take pleasure in this. But I don't tell our people then say the hardline extremists go destroy this our struggle, now a danger to our freedom. Now a danger to our freedom. They carry them, they celebrate them. It never be up to 1 week where I have a church, it come for YSSEP, it can announce the Bamenda hot cocoa, the journalists for the that's radio station they play Cameroon national anthem for every 5 o'clock for morning time when I lie. Even for talk say I might investigate them. Even one time I don't call people for ground. 5 o'clock for morning time when I listen for radio hot cocoa where they play Cameroon anthem. Nothing. Ngang. But maybe that some soldier that can talk for you or not, you don't carry and go put them outside. They give soldier them blank check for execute and for do things the way be criminal. ADF soldier they don't come for that very station. They no carry manager go them. They define as some particular man who means say they actually get some macabo, or maybe na some person he don't corrupt a soldier. How you go do that? You require yourself to be commander in chief. You will not get code of conduct, but yet you are not responsible of the actions of the soldiers. Oh, that is what you are responsible for. So maybe this is what Ayabacho is really. Maybe this is who he is. You cannot win a war or liberate the people when you are a criminal. You are a war criminal. Because somebody who execute innocent civilian arbitrarily is a war criminal. It's a war crime. Make the accused we like Republic will be terrorists, we will not be terrorists. But when I see person they actually carry them for his skin, put them for the whole organization. May God help we. May God help we. But for our conscience, we must do the right thing.